Lila always thought her family cat Jasper was just overly protective of her daughter Zoe. But recently, Jasper's behavior had become unnerving, fixating his gaze on Zoe for hours without blinking. When he began to refuse food and water, Lila felt a pang of worry. Lila initially thought that this meant there was something wrong with Zoe, but she turned pale when she found out what was actually going on. Lila felt like this had gone on for far too long already. She knew that she had a bit of a strange cat, and thus she had disregarded its recent weird behavior, expecting it to stop soon. But the endless stares of Jasper only seemed to get longer and more intense. It had even gotten to a point where he preferred to stare at her daughter more than eating. While normally nothing took priority over that, Jasper's attention seemed to be fully on her young daughter Zoe. The cat had always been by Zoe's side ever since she was born, and the two were best friends. And up till things started getting so weird recently, Lily had not thought much of it. But now Jasper's behavior even started to freak out Zoe herself a little bit. They had to do something. Their first idea was to separate Zoe and Jasper for a little bit. She went to stay with her grandparents for the weekend, and Lily would stay at home to observe the cat. But things started to go south from the very moment Zoe left. Jasper would not stop meowing and searching for Zoe. He was even gone for a whole night, and Lily got texts from neighbors that her cat was being extremely loud. And when Zoe finally returned, the behavior got even worse. Now Jasper would not let a second go by where he was not extremely close to Zoe, even going as far as not going to the litter box and doing this needs on the floor. The animal was beyond obsessed at this point, and Lily was out of idea of how to handle this. She needed help, that much was very clear. The only person who could help her was the local vet, or at least he could steer her in the right direction. Jasper had been brought to this man for years now, and he knew the animal very well. But Lily figured that even he would be surprised by Jasper's recent change in behavior. They managed to make an appointment for that very afternoon, putting all their hope into this meeting. Lily, Zoe, and Jasper set off early in the morning. As the car hummed along the highway, Lily glanced at Jasper in the rearview mirror and then at Zoe, who was quietly looking out the window. Her heart was heavy with worry, but she clung to a thread of hope. The journey was quiet, the air thick with anticipation, each mile bringing them closer to what she hoped would be answers to Jasper's mysterious behavior. As they drove, memories flooded Lily's mind. She recalled the day they brought Jasper home, how he instantly became Zoe's guardian. Yet the recent changes in Jasper's behavior had cast a shadow over those happy memories. Zoe, sensing her mother's distress, reached out to hold her hand. Their bond, strengthened by their shared concern for Jasper, was a small comfort amidst the uncertainty. Finally arriving at the specialist's clinic, Lily felt a surge of nervousness. The facility resembled a research center, instilling both hope and apprehension in her. The specialist, a kind man with a gentle demeanor, greeted them warmly. Lily explained Jasper's behavior while he observed the cat's interactions with Zoe. His genuine concern and attentive listening eased some of Lily's anxiety. As the specialist began examining Jasper, Lily watched anxiously, noting his meticulous approach. Throughout the day, the specialist conducted various tests to understand Jasper's behavior, especially around Zoe. The room buzzed with focused energy as Jasper's reactions were carefully observed. As testing extended into hours, Lily's anxiety deepened. Each test seemed to add to the complexity of Jasper's case, leaving more questions than answers. The specialist focused on the interaction between Zoe and Jasper, noting Jasper's intense attachment to her. This raised concerns about the depth of Jasper's fixation, bordering on obsession. Despite reassurances from the specialist, Lily and Zoe left the clinic with lingering uncertainty. Returning to their hotel, they hoped for clarity in the days to come. The specialist faced a dilemma, keeping his concerns about Jasper's behavior to himself to avoid causing undue worry for Lily and Zoe. Each observation and test result added to his internal debate about how to proceed. After a day of observation, the specialist requested more time to understand Jasper's condition, asking if Jasper could stay overnight for extended observation. Lily and Zoe agreed reluctantly, hoping for answers. That night, Lily and Zoe struggled to sleep, consumed with worry about Jasper. They wondered what the morning would bring, preparing themselves for the possibility of bad news. The next day, the specialist conducted a series of tests on Jasper, growing increasingly concerned as disturbing behavioral patterns emerged. Signs pointed to a possible neurological issue, adding complexity to Jasper's condition. Despite his efforts, the specialist couldn't find a definitive diagnosis. Jasper's case remained a conundrum, requiring an innovative approach to understand fully. When Lily and Zoe returned to pick up Jasper, the specialist admitted there was much they were still trying to understand about his condition. Leaving the clinic, hope mixed with apprehension lingered as they grappled with the uncertainty of Jasper's condition. On the third day, the specialist's conviction about Jasper's severity solidified as he reviewed test results and delved into research. Later, Lily received a call from the specialist, who explained the need for extended observation. She agreed, concealing her anxiety from Zoe. The specialist, cautious in his communication, shared only essential information with Lily, keeping deeper concerns to himself to avoid causing alarm. Lily felt a heavy sense of anxiety after the call, facing a week-long wait before discussing Jasper's condition further. Back at the clinic, the specialist prepared for advanced tests, hoping for clarity but bracing for challenges ahead. Returning home without Jasper, Lily and Zoe grappled with a sense of emptiness, their thoughts consumed by worry for their pet. The uncertainty cast a shadow over their routine, with conversations often centered on Jasper, leaving them clinging to hope amid anxiety. Lily struggled to maintain normalcy for Zoe, her own fears weighing heavily on her mind day and night. The uncertainty of Jasper's fate weighed heavily on Lily, testing her strength as both a mother and a pet owner. Zoe's innocent questions about Jasper's return and well-being added to Lily's struggle as she tried to provide honest yet comforting answers. The absence of Jasper in their home was keenly felt, with reminders of him everywhere, intensifying their longing for his return. Meanwhile, at the clinic, the specialist grappled with the ethical dilemma of how much information to share with Lily, knowing the emotional impact it could have on her and Zoe. As days passed without news, Lily's patience wore thin, and she embarked on her own investigation to uncover the truth about Jasper's condition. Her persistence led her to discover that Jasper had been transferred to a specialized research facility, sparking confusion and concern. Determined to get answers, Lily confronted the specialist, demanding transparency about Jasper's transfer and the reasons behind it. Armed with this new information, Lily and Zoe arrived at the research facility, ready to uncover the truth about Jasper's condition and confront whatever challenges lay ahead. Entering the surgical area, Lily and Zoe witnessed Jasper undergoing a crucial surgery surrounded by a focused medical team. Amidst the intensity of the operating room, the specialist explained that Jasper had a brain tumor, shedding light on his recent behavior and health issues. The specialist emphasized the complexity of Jasper's case and the necessity of the surgery for his treatment. Following the surgery, Jasper's condition remained stable but uncertain, with the medical team warning Lily and Zoe about the challenging road to recovery. The specialist later disclosed his decision to withhold information about Jasper's condition, expressing his concern for Jasper's well-being and the difficulty of the diagnosis. Lily grappled with a mix of relief, anger, and understanding, while Zoe expressed pure relief and gratitude for Jasper's survival. In the days after the surgery, Jasper showed signs of improvement, bringing hope to Lily and Zoe as they spent time by his side. As Jasper's recovery progressed, Lily and Zoe cautiously embraced optimism, finding comfort in the possibility of bringing him back home. They envisioned their lives resuming a familiar rhythm, with Jasper once again an integral part of their daily routines and cherished moments. In the quiet hours spent at Jasper's side, Lily reflected on the specialist's decisions. She gradually came to understand the weight of his dilemma and the reasons behind his caution. This understanding led her to a place of forgiveness, recognizing that his actions, though secretive, were rooted in a desire to protect them from potential heartache. This realization brought a sense of closure and peace, allowing her to fully focus on Jasper's recovery. Day by day, Jasper showed signs of returning to his former self. His eyes began to hold their familiar spark, and his movements, though still tentative, grew more confident. These small yet significant changes indicated a successful response to the surgery, filling Lily and Zoe with relief and joy. With Jasper's return home imminent, Lily and Zoe busied themselves with preparations. They rearranged their living space to accommodate Jasper's needs during his recovery, ensuring everything was in place for his comfort and safety. Anticipation and excitement filled their home as they set up his favorite resting spots and toys. They wanted to ensure that Jasper's transition back home would be as smooth and welcoming as possible. The day Jasper was brought home was one of pure joy and emotion. As he crossed the threshold, Lily and Zoe were overwhelmed with happiness. They showered him with affection, savoring the moment they had longed for. Jasper, sensing the love and warmth of his family, responded with gentle purrs and nuzzles. The house, once filled with tension and worry, now echoed with laughter and the contented sounds of a family reunited. Life with Jasper gradually returned to a new normal for the family. They adapted to the routines that Jasper's recovery required, all the while understanding the reasons behind his past behavior. This knowledge brought a deeper level of empathy and care in their interactions with him. The household settled into a comfortable rhythm, with each day reinforcing the strong bond they shared and the joy of having Jasper back in good health. In the quiet moments, Lily and Zoe often found themselves reflecting on the journey they had undergone. It was a path fraught with worry and uncertainty, but one that ultimately led to growth and deeper understanding. They realized how much they had learned about resilience, compassion, and the strength of their bond. This experience, challenging as it was, had brought them closer together, fortifying their family unit. The family's gratitude towards the specialist grew with each passing day as they witnessed Jasper's continued recovery. They appreciated not just his medical expertise, but also the care and consideration he had shown throughout the ordeal. A heartfelt thank you note was sent, expressing their deep appreciation for his dedication and the pivotal role he played in saving Jasper's life and restoring peace to their family. With Jasper's health steadily improving, Lily and Zoe looked forward to beginning a new chapter in their lives. They felt a renewed sense of optimism and excitement for the future. Plans that had been put on hold were now revisited with enthusiasm. The ordeal had taught them the value of each moment and the importance of cherishing their time together, making them eager to embrace all the new experiences that lay ahead. The story culminates with the renewed and strengthened bond between Jasper, Lily, and Zoe. Their journey had tested and deepened their connection, filling it with an even greater appreciation and love. Jasper's presence in their lives, once taken for granted, was now seen as a precious gift. The family moved forward, united and stronger than ever, their home a haven filled with love, understanding, and the joyous purrs of a cat named Jasper. If this story touched you as much as it did us, you should watch this video. Man catches his wife with horse. In barn doing this, he turns pale. Click here to get the full story.